Babbel makes it easy. In just 15 minutes a day, Babbel will help you start having conversations in as little as 3 weeks. Words and phrases you'll actually use. So when someone asks, "How's your French going?" you can say,
Babbel facilite grandement l'apprentissage d'une nouvelle langue.
Now save up to 50% on your Babbel subscription at Babbel.com. That's Babbel.com.
Macy's has summer deals so big, it's like Black Friday in July. Come in for unbeatable summer savings, like dazzling fine jewelry, now 40 to 75% off, and airy linen blazers from Tommy Hilfiger and more for over half off. Plus, get 3-piece floral print comforter sets for just $21.99. These deals are too big to wait for November, so hurry in. Black Friday in July starts Wednesday at Macy's. Savings off already reduced prices. Exclusions apply.
Your one stop for advertising? Call 844-844-iHeart.
Portions of the following program were pre-recorded.
Number 1 on your car radio preset and the new and improved iHeart Radio app. WINCA Miami, WMIB-FM HD2 Fort Lauderdale. Free never sounded so good. Now, your chance to win $1,000. Enter this nationwide keyword on our website. Money. That's money. Enter it now. WIOD.com. We are Fox Sports. Here's what you need to know on Fox Sports 940 Miami.
The 90-man Dolphins roster reporting to training camp this morning to begin the 2025 preseason with their first practice tomorrow at their Hard Rock facility. Tyreek Hill among the players speaking out today. He says his postseason comments that he didn't want to play in Miami were taken out of context, and he's ready as ever to compete this year. The ACC held its first of 3 days of preseason media football kickoff starting this morning with the Hurricanes. Miami coach Mario Cristobal says transfer quarterback Carson Beck will begin taking snaps at practice next week, with Beck calling the decision to transfer to Miami one of the better ones he's made. FIU coach Willie Simmons at Conference USA Media Day said he can't wait to get back to Miami to begin the challenge some felt he wasn't ready to take. The Marlins looking to bounce back from consecutive losses the last 2 days, meeting the Padres in the second of their 3-game series tonight. Edward Cabrera set to get the ball tonight. Coverage here on Fox Sports 940 Miami begins at 6. The MLS hosts its All-Star festivities this week in Austin, Texas, beginning this evening with the Skills Challenge featuring Inter Miami CF defender Jordi Alba, who along with Lionel Messi was selected to play in tomorrow night's game. I'm Erica Rodriguez, Fox Sports 940 Miami.
Broadcasting live from the Fox Sports 940 Anna Jar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios. Call 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
1-1. He might have hit one out of the ballpark there. Out to right and deep. Second deck. He squared the bunt 2 pitches ago. And Kyle Stowers rips number 16 into the seats. Tied at 1, bottom 2.
Miami Marlins baseball is on deck.
Pitch to Connor Norby. He drills out to right center and deep. Frelick back. Track wall. It is gone. Connor Norby. He's getting right. 1-1 pitch. That one hammered out to left center field and deep. Martian Rojas back. They're looking up, and it's gone. Wag attack. A 2-run homer.
Marlins on deck. Brought to you by ADT, the official smart security partner of the Miami Marlins, and Norwegian Cruise Line. Experience more at sea. Let's head out to the ballpark. Here's your host, Steven Strong.
All right, nice job, Carlos. We welcome you. We are live from Lone Depot Park here in Miami on an 87-degree humid Tuesday night, but we are inside the cool comfort of the Marlins radio booth, high above home plate. You're listening to Miami Marlins baseball on the radio. It's Fox Sports 940 Miami. Game 162 games remain, and the Marlins are looking to get back on track after dropping the last 2 games, the series finale against the Royals on Sunday and Game 1 last night 2-1. They've got the right man on the hill for it today, Edward Cabrera, healthy and ready to go. We're pumped to bring you Game 2 of this 3-game set between the 55 and 45 San Diego Padres and your now 46 and 53 Miami Marlins. Stephen Kolek, 28-year-old right-hander, has been recalled from El Paso. Marlins faced him earlier in the year in that month of May. They got to him for 6 runs. He will make his second start of the season against the Fish and his 13th overall of 2025. We mentioned him, Edward Cabrera. He will kick off his second half tonight after a stellar first half, posting a 3.61 ERA over 16 starts. Tonight, we will get going at 6:40 right here on the Marlins Radio Network. Hi, everyone. Thanks for making Marlins on Deck a part of your Tuesday night with Jack McMullen and four-time World Series champion Jeff Nelson. I'm Steven Strom. Got an awesome show for you today, per usual. We thank you for your participation. We'll first hear from Marlins manager Clayton McCullough on Edward Cabrera. Tony Gwynn Jr., who played 8 seasons in the show and now is the lead analyst on the radio side for the San Diego Padres. He will join the program. We'll get you at the count with Kolak and Cabrera. Jack and Nelly will join the program in segment 4. Expo question of today at Marlins Radio and Steve's guarantee to victory. So I want to start here with Edward Cabrera, and reason being his last start before the All-Star break was in Baltimore, and he did leave his start early with posterior elbow discomfort. So we asked Clayton McCullough today just on an update how Cabby's feeling and what he did over the All-Star break.
From a health standpoint, we feel great about where Cabby is. He was able to play catch over the break. He threw a normal side session leading up to this, so getting a few extra days, the calendar allowing us with the All-Star break and being able to reshuffle the rotation, felt it made sense just to give him some extra days, but we feel like he'll be able to go out today and expect him to pitch well.
Clayton, do you expect a pitch count for Cabby today?
I think we feel like that Cabby is fine, and we can go pitch Cabby into a portion of the game that with no real restrictions.
So times have changed, obviously. When Nelly was pitching, if you felt something, you said, go out there, tough it out. And sometimes, unfortunately, for some of these pitchers, that one moment could affect their entire career. I asked Clayton McCullough today just how much that has changed and how much the organization values these guys' careers. Cabrera obviously experienced some discomfort. Instead of pushing him and telling him to fight through it, they pulled him. They removed him for precautionary reasons, and now he's able to start, obviously, the couple days after the All-Star break. But I asked Clayton McCullough how much this organization values that part of just a player's career.
I just want to listen to the athlete, and no one has pitcher health nailed down. I wish we did. You look across the league, it's unfortunate the number of guys that go down and have to miss time. So you're doing what you feel like is best, maybe in a particular moment with what the athlete pitcher in this case is mentioning, how they're feeling, what the stuff looks like. Has there been any somewhat of a downtick throughout an outing, maybe with velocity that maybe would lead to? So I think everyone's antennas are always up nowadays. You definitely are mindful of that. I think you're trying to build in extra rest for guys as much as you can. Try to get through an entire season. So I think each case and each day is kind of its own, just on whatever the circumstances might be that lead up to an inflection point in the game.
Well, it ended up being the right call because Edward Cabrera can start here tonight. Now, the final question I asked Clayton McCullough, Edward Cabrera is in unfamiliar territory, or at least approaching it. He debuted in 2021, made 7 starts. 22, he made 14. 2023, he started 20 games. Last year in 24, started 20. Obviously, health has been the big question mark with Edward Cabrera. He's been able to pitch every 5th day here in 2025 after starting on the IL to this season. He's made 16 starts. So obviously, after tonight, that'll be 17. So a handful away of matching that career high. And then the innings last year, or 2 years ago, rather, in 2023, he pitched a career high in innings at 99 2/3. Cabby has never reached the 100 mark. He's at 82 1/3. I asked Clayton McCullough, do you have conversations about that as he approaches career highs possibly for your squad?
Even coming into spring training, we didn't put a cap and an innings limit on any of our guys. I felt like we would just read and react through the season with what's their ability to respond from outings, how they're recovering, how they're bouncing back, before we'd make any kind of a determination on, instead of an artificial set of innings to put on someone. And these guys continue to feel strong, continue to bounce back well, continue to show quality stuff throughout an outing. It gives you confidence that you can, continue to push them through the finish line.
Well, there you have it, Clayton McCullough on Edward Cabrera. It's all gas, no brakes here for Edward Cabrera and the entire staff here in 2025. He will go opposite Stephen Kolak, and for Cabrera, he's been awesome against San Diego in 2 starts, 11 innings combined, 0 runs. He made a start last year and in 2022. We will break. We'll have Tony Gwynn Jr. on. We'll talk Edward Cabrera. We'll talk Stephen Kolak, Kyle Stowers' season, plus what San Diego, they're always active. It's like a second Christmas for them, the trade deadline. We are back in 2 minutes as we get you ready for a 6:40 first pitch. Middle game, Marlins, Padres, Fox Sports 940.
Hey, it's the Good Greek Spiro, and when it's time for your next
1-1, that one hit well, out to right center field and deep. You got the center fielder Mullins turning around. He's looking up, and it's gone. Welcome back, Kyle. Solo homer in the place that was his first home. Huge smile on Stowers' face as he rounds third. Homer number 17 on the year. And that opens scoring in the top of the second, 1-0 Fish.
Here's the 1-2 pitch now. Hit to right field. That's a liner, and it drops for a base hit. Throw from Laureano to the plate, and sliding in is Sanchez. He scores. RBI for Ramirez, number 41.
Thankfully just got in the nick of time, but that is hard. Opposite field power from Augustine.
Kyle Stowers now with a drive to right field and deep. Going back is Laureano. He looks up, and it is out of here. Home run, Stowers. He hit one in the second. He hits number 18 here in the third. It's a 2-run shot, and it's 4-0 Miami. Baltimore, breaking ball. That is ripped to left field and deep. Going back is Cowser. He limps, and he cannot get it. It's out of here. Otto Lopez, his 11th home run of the year. Back-to-back homers, third in the game already for Miami. How about 5-0?
2-2 from Young. Stowers hits one high and deep right again. Did he do it again? Oh, yeah, he did. The king of Baltimore, Kyle Stowers. Remember him? A 3-homer day. That's sending the All-Star to Atlanta in style. 2-run shot. 7-0 Fish in the top of the fifth.
And we're on a 3-game losing skid. 3-2 pitch.
One of my favorites joins us now here on Marlins on Deck. Tony Gwynn Jr., Steven Strom here, Marlins on Deck. This San Diego Padres team, I was telling Jack, this isn't like your old Slam Diego team that's throwing, hitting home runs. The identity has been pitching. Yeah. When did you feel like this was going to be this team's blueprint to win here in 2025?
I can't say that you knew that from the outset. I mean, there were a lot of question marks, particularly with the starting staff. I mean, we signed Nick Pivetta. I mean, spring training had already started when he joined the staff. Darvish started the year on the IL. You would later lose Michael King, but the bullpen, the guys who have filled into those roles have all been phenomenal, and particularly the bullpen. I mean, obviously you get some all-stars out of that group, 3 of them to be exact. First time in Major League Baseball history. You know you got a good thing going, and that's not even counting Estrada and some of the other guys that have done so well in the bullpen.
It's bad news if you're down against the Padres in the 6th inning or later. Christmas is coming for San Diego with the trade deadline. You guys celebrate 2 Christmas. What do you think is the way that this team goes? Or is there a maybe belief that the bats are going to catch fire, and with that pitching, here comes another deep run?
I think there is some belief. I think there's a lot of belief that the bats are going to come, but I think that's not going to hinder A.J. Preller in possibly adding a bat. I think that's probably where their focus is going to be. I wouldn't be surprised if another arm is involved, too. I mean, Darvish has gotten back healthy, and he seems to be moving in the right direction. Same with Michael King. He hasn't gotten back yet, but I think they're very hopeful that those guys can stay healthy. But, when you get this time of year, if you can add a legitimate starting pitcher, I don't know that the bullpen needs any help at this point.
I don't know either.
So I think, to me, the priority is another bat or 2, possibly a starting pitcher.
And we've been trade partners, it feels like, the last couple of years, so we'll see what happens. Tony Gwynn Jr. with us now. Kyle Stowers, all-star, another home run last night, 10 for 20 in his last 5 games. Just from an opposition broadcast standpoint, what have you seen from Kyle Stowers this season?
I've seen a guy that's gotten better by the second time we saw him. First time, he was swinging the bat pretty good at that point as well, but to see him continue that, because a lot of times with young guys, they have pockets of the season where they're swinging the bat well, but then they have a lot of valleys. He's been able to kind of stiff arm that, and he's had some experience coming into this season, so I think that helps. But watching his at-bats yesterday was really impressive. He almost hit the changeup out, or the breaking ball out. He hit the changeup out opposite field. I just think he's a guy right now that's just beaming with confidence, and when you got confidence at this level and you got the skill set, I mean, those are the 2 ingredients that can take you a long way.
You will face Stephen Kolek. Last question for you. We saw Stephen in San Diego. What's kind of the hope from Mike Schill today with Kolek?
I don't know. You could see a little piggyback. Kyle Hart came up today. He has been in the rotation at times. I'm not sure how deep he's going to be able to go because he has had some time off, and that's been kind of by design. I think they felt like he might have hit a little bit of a wall there before break, so they sent him down, get some rest. But I wouldn't be surprised if it's the 5-inning mark, depending on the pitches. Now, Steven is good enough where he can get that sinker ball rolling and get a lot of ground balls. He could find himself deeper into the ball game, but I wouldn't be surprised if there's a piggyback situation tonight.
Kolek will go opposite Edward Cabrera. I appreciate the time as always. Tony will break. We'll get you ahead of the count next. 6:40 first pitch. Padres Marlins on the Marlins Radio Network.
Lugo's 2-2 to Sanchez. That one hit well. Out to center field in deep. Isbell working back. He's just looking up. It is gone. Hope you kicked your feet up, Sanchi. 3-1. That one hit well. Out to right center. Caglione back at the track. Number 20. How about the All-Star? Kyle Stowers, a 2-run blast. And it's an early ambush, 3-0 Fish in the bottom of the first inning.
Eventually, it may become a problem.
Otto hits one out to left center field and deep. Isbell back, track, wall. He jumps up. It's off the LED facing in left center. Edwards trots home from third. Otto Lopez missed a homer by feet, but he's got an RBI double, and they are hammering Seth Lugo.
After we won the game.
1-0 pitch. That one hit high in the air out to shallow center field. Long run for Isbell and Witt. That drops into the triangle, and that'll plate a run. Kyle Stowers, it may not be a long ball, but he finds the perfect spot in left center field. He loops an RBI single, and the Fish keep jumping on Lugo. 5-0 on the RBI knock in the bottom of the third. For 4 with 3 RBIs today.
Why not end it here?
1-1. Kyle swinging away, out to right and deep. The All-Star leaves the yard. Welcome to the second half. Same Kyle. A walk-off, 2-run home run. 8-7, the Marlins get the win in 10.
Here. And you're listening to Marlins on Deck with Steven Strom on the Marlins Radio Network.
Got a very special announcement here on Marlins on Deck. I've been waiting a long time to tell you this. Listen to your Marlins on the go. Download the iHeartRadio app and make Fox Sports 940 your top preset to listen to every Marlins game this season. I'm Steven Strom. Hello, everyone. Marlins on Deck. Thanks for making us a part of your Tuesday night. Jeff Nelson, Jack McMullen will join me in the next segment. They also have your call for this middle game. Padres and the Marlins. Marlins have dropped their last 2. San Diego took game 1 last night, 2-1. Speaking of San Diego, they will send Stephen Kolek, 28-year-old right-hander from Houston, Texas, to the mound tonight. He was an 11th round pick of the Dodgers. He was traded to Seattle in 2021. Then San Diego selected Kolek in the Rule 5 draft. Last year was 3-0 with San Diego, a 5.21 ERA, 42 games, 46 2/3 innings pitched. This year, he started a couple of games, 3-4, a 4.24 ERA in 12 starts, 68 innings pitched. He was optioned on July 6th after he faced the Texas Rangers and struggled. 5 1/3, 9 hits, 6 runs, 2 home runs. But again, recalled today to face Miami for the second time. He did face the Marlins back at home on May 27th. 5 1/3, 6 hits, 6 runs. That was a game the Marlins put together 6 runs in the opening frame, and they lost. They ended up losing to San Diego 8-6. Kolek will feature a 4-seamer, a sinker, a slider, a cutter, a changeup, and a sweeper. Why does that sound familiar? Because we saw 2 guys against Kansas City that do similar things as far as how many pitches they throw. Seth Lugo, he threw about 80 pitches, and Michael Wacha was another one that threw, it felt like, 10 pitches. He will go opposite Edward Cabrera tonight, and we talked about it. Cabrera's last start before the break against Baltimore all gave us a little bit of a scare. He was removed with posterior elbow discomfort, but it's relieving to see him back 10 days later. The 27-year-old right-hander is back. He will start tonight, and Clayton McCullough talked about his health.
From a health standpoint, we feel great about where Cabby is. He was able to play catch over the break. He threw a normal side session leading up to this, so getting a few extra days, the calendar allowing us with the All-Star break and being able to reshuffle the rotation, felt it made sense just to give him some extra days, but we feel like he'll be able to go out today and expect him to pitch well.
That was Clayton McCullough on Edward Cabrera, who came off a heck of a first half, 3-4, a 3.61 ERA over 82 and a third innings pitch. Let's have some fun now. Let's do some splits. Since May 4th, 12 starts for Cabby, 63 and 2/3 innings pitch, 18 earned runs. Folks, that's a 2.54 ERA, 66 combined punch-outs to 19 walks since May 4th. Let's do it again. Since May 25th, he has a 2.25 ERA. That is fourth best in the National League. The curveball's been the pitch for Cabby. He's been throwing it 22.8% of the time. Opponents written 129, 33 punch-outs on that curveball, and a 41% whiff percentage. He started 2 career games against the Padres. Not a ton of length, but 11 combined frames, 0 runs. He started against them last year and in 2022. Stephen Kolak, he will face the Marlins for the second time this season, looking for better results. He will go opposite Edward Cabrera, who kicks off his second half against San Diego here tonight. We'll break. Jeff Nelson and Jack McMullen will join me next. 6:40 first pitch right here on the Marlins Radio Network.
Miami Marlins fans, we still
1-1. That one hit well out to right center field and deep. You got the center fielder Mullins turning around. He's looking up, and it's gone. Welcome back, Kyle. Solo homer in the place that was his first home. Huge smile on Stowers' face as he rounds third. Homer number 17 on the year. And that opens scoring in the top of the second, 1-0 Fish.
Here's the 1-2 pitch now. Hit to right field. That's a liner, and it drops for a base hit. Throw from Laureano to the plate, and sliding in is Sanchez. He scores. RBI for Ramirez, number 41.
Thankfully just got in the nick of time, but that is hard. Opposite field power from Augustine.
Kyle Stowers now with a drive to right field and deep. Going back is Laureano. He looks up, and it is out of here. Home run, Stowers. He hit one in the second. He hits number 18 here in the third. It's a 2-run shot, and it's 4-0 Miami. Baltimore, breaking ball. That is ripped to left field and deep. Going back is Cowser. He limps, and he cannot get it. It's out of here. Otto Lopez, his 11th home run of the year. Back-to-back homers. Third in the game already for Miami. How about 5-0?
2-2 from Young. Stowers hits one high and deep right again. Did he do it again? Oh, yeah, he did. The king of Baltimore, Kyle Stowers. Remember him? A 3-homer day. That's sending the All-Star to Atlanta in style. 2-run shot.
Internet más una línea Unlimited Welcome y AT&T Internet 300 más una línea Unlimited Starter SL. Requiere Xfinity Internet. Velocidades reales varían. Velocidades se reducen después del uso de 30 gigabits por línea. Los límites de datos y los ahorros reales varían.
Back here on a Tuesday night, Stephen Strom, Jack McMullen, Jeff Nelson. Game 2, Edward Cabrera will kick off his second half here tonight going opposite Stephen Cole. I'm sorry, Jeff Nelson is just so funny. He's so excited to get back on the pregame show. And Nelly, how many games you have left with us?
This is the second one. This is the second to the last one.
This is your last Marlins on deck at night.
Yes.
For
and then
Jeff
tomorrow,
Nelson.
Thank God's the last one during the day.
Okay, Nelly.
I forgot to take off my media cred.
Yeah, take it off.
Too, yeah.
Take it off.
No,
I
I can't now.
Okay.
Got the headset on.
I do want to get into, you are our, I call Jack our pitching guru, but he's not when you're here. No offense to Jack McMullen. I'm going to lean on the 4-time World Series champion.
That guy actually threw a pitch.
Yeah, he did. Watching last night what San Diego did to Yuri early on, Yuri's line ended up being fine. But if you're Cabrera tonight, what's the plan of attack against this particular offense?
If you look at his last 4 starts, he's not walking anybody because there's a lot of pitches over the zone, and that's what they preach. Don't give free passes. I think he's got to watch a lot of fastballs over the zone because I think San Diego is going to be aggressive. I think if you're going to throw the fastball, you need to spot it on the outside part to righties. Just keep it away make them try to roll over on it. Don't give him a cookie early in the count. I think the curveball is going to be a big pitch for him tonight. The changeup always is. It's the most used pitch. But I think you watch tonight, I bet she starts leading off hitters with changeups at 94, 95 mile an hour changeup.
Offensively, Jack, last night it was tough. I mean, this San Diego team, they've got some real arms. But one of the guys in this lineup that has really been frustrated is Dane Myers. June 22nd, this guy was hitting 320. A month later, he's down to 264. You had a conversation with Derek Showman, assistant hitting coach. What did he tell you? How does Dane just not going to get it all back? He's not going to get to 300 next, by tonight. But what is he working on? How can he get back to what we saw maybe early in the year?
Well, before I answer that, that's an interesting date that you threw out, because that's the date that it feels like everything else is really starting. When we talk about how good the Miami Marlins have been, it has been from June 22nd. Like June 22nd onward, the top two in Major League Baseball in runs driven in are Otto Lopez and Kyle Stowers. Like there have been some Marlins offensive pieces that have run baseball since June 22nd, and that's when Dane's slide really started, unfortunately. Talking to Showman, it really seemed like the difference is in the setup and the pursuit of the baseball. So it's not really like swing mechanics overall. Oh, he's underneath everything. This guy is kind of a tall and fall hitter. And what do I mean by that? I mean, he stands kind of like stacked on his back leg and then falls straight down, like he's falling down a slope.
Yeah.
And that kind of creates, number one, a difference in eye level. Number two, a difference in timing. So if that's not timed up perfectly with the pitch, he will be totally off kilter and you don't really have much room for success. And the margin for error is so small. Some of those guys are occasionally called a collision guy, where instead of staying balanced and
kind of
working
running
with the
into the
baseball and
ball.
adapting, you're running into the baseball. So if you're running into a fastball and then all of a sudden you get a changeup, you're going to be off course a little bit. And is that margin for error large enough to still hit a changeup hard? Right now, it feels like the answer is no for Dane. So it's a matter of having enough malleability in his setup and in his kind of fall down to make that stance and load really work for him.
Nelly, we play this game almost every single day. We'll do 6 days a week. This feels like a series where you can't get behind past the fifth inning. You might be chalked with this bullpen. How do you change your approach? Does the message change against a team like San Diego, where it's like, we have to get to Stephen Kolek, because if this game is tied going into the sixth inning and Mike Chilt's able to go to his bullpen, we don't have a great chance.
Well, I've been on many teams that if you don't get to the starters, you're pretty much done. You're going to lose. And it does play a part in teams' offense. I think teams think about it, saying, hey, if we can't get to the starter and we have to get into that bullpen, it's over. And that's pretty much what San Diego's been like all year. And every team's going to feel the same as the Marlins. If you can't get to the starter, and it's not about knocking them out early. Look, they got Vasquez out. What he pitched 4 2/3. They got him out early, but they just went to even better arms down there. So yes, you're going to have to try to get to Kolek as early as possible. You want to try to limit those nasty setup guys and Suarez, the closer. Now they threw last night. I'm sure they would love to get a big lead so they don't have to use those guys, those high leverage arms down there. But yeah, absolutely. You got to get to the starters.
And the Marlins didn't use their big time arms yesterday. I know Bender got up late in that game, but really nice work from Josh Simpson. Jack, he just continues to work his way into higher situations and continues to prove this coaching staff right.
We've seen 4 guys do that are currently in that Marlins bullpen right now. Josh Simpson is not at the point where he's handling high leverage innings, but he's working 2 innings in a very tight game. Tyler Phillips just worked 2 innings in a very tight game. And Phillips was not one of those guys at the beginning of the year that was working his way into medium to high leverage situations. We've seen Phillips throw in a 10th inning before. 2 other guys that jump out to me. Blake Bacher has worked his way into a situation like that where he went from lower leverage to higher leverage. And then, Ronnie Enriquez is getting save opportunities right now. So you've had all of these guys, not to mention Cade Gibson. Let me add a 5th here. You've got 5 guys that have effectively come out of nowhere to work into medium to high leverage situations, and Simpson is the most recent.
Well, hopefully Cabrera can give the Marlins a good start here. Offense can percolate early, and they can turn it over to really, I would say high leverage arms, but Jack laid it out to you. Really, you feel good about pretty much anyone coming out of that bullpen. We'll break your Expo question, Steve's guarantee. Then you'll hear these two. Jeff Nelson, one final time at night in 2025. Back in 2 minutes on the Marlins Radio Network.
1-1. That one hit well out to right center field and deep. You got the center fielder Mullins turning around. He's looking up, and it's gone. Welcome back, Kyle. Solo homer in the place that was his first home. Huge smile on Stowers' face as he rounds third. Homer number 17 on the year. And that opens scoring in the top of the second, 1-0 Fish.
Here's the 1-2 pitch now. Hit to right field. That's a liner, and it drops for a base hit. Throw from Laureano to the plate, and sliding in is Sanchez. He scores. RBI for Ramirez, number 41.
Thankfully just got in the nick of time, but that is hard. Opposite field power from Augustine.
Kyle Stowers now with a drive to right field and deep. Going back is Laureano. He looks up, and it is out of here. Home run, Stowers. He hit one in the second. He hits number 18 here in the third. It's a 2-run shot, and it's 4-0 Miami. Baltimore, breaking ball. That is ripped to left field and deep. Going back is Cowser. He limps, and he cannot get it. It's out of here. Otto Lopez, his 11th home run of the year. Back-to-back homers. Third in the game already for Miami. How about 5-0?
2-2 from Young. Stowers hits one high and deep right again. Did he do it again? Oh, yeah, he did. The King of Baltimore, Kyle Stowers. Remember him? A 3-homer day. That's sending the All-Star to Atlanta in style. 2-run shot. 7-0 Fish in the top of the fifth.
And we're on a 3-game losing skid. 3-2.
Clubgrass meals are online at cubavera.com. This offer is valid until September 1st, 2025. Other exclusions may apply.
Well, here we go. We are 12 minutes away from first pitch on this Tuesday night from Lone Depot Park. It's the middle game and game number 5 of this homestand. Marlins took 2 out of 3 against Kansas City. An opportunity to punch back here today. Stephen Kolek will be San Diego's starter going opposite Edward Cabrera, who makes his first start post All-Star break. He was spectacular in the first half of the season, a 3.61 ERA over 82 and a third innings pitched. Let's get to our Expo question today. Stephen Kolek will start for the Padres tonight. He is the brother of what former Marlin first-round pick? Make sure to vote at Marlins Radio. Before we get to Steve's Guarantee, let me just read this. Take the Marlins wherever you go. Download the iHeartRadio app. And make Fox Sports 940 the top preset to listen to every Marlins game this season. I'm Steven Strom, Jack McMullen, Jeff Nelson. You know those two. They were just on last segment. They have your call in 11 minutes. Carlos back in the studio holding things down. Fox Sports 940. Miami. Carlos, I think it is time for Steve's Guarantee.
Batter up. Batter up.
Let's play some ball.
First pitch is moments away. Time now for Steve's Guarantees.
I see Jesus Sanchez, and I feel extra base hit. Sanchez 2 for 4 lifetime against Stephen Kolek, and Kolek has struggled against lefties this season. Opponents are hitting 280 with an 829 OPS. Obviously, the last time Kolek saw the Marlins was back on May 27th, went 5 1/3, 6 hits, 6 runs. All 6 of those runs in the first inning. So hopefully we get some repetitiveness in that opening frame for Miami. I like Jesus Sanchez to collect an extra base hit. He will bat second tonight for the Marlins. Folks, I hope you got the itch for first pitch, because when we come back, Jack McMullen paints a picture. Jeff Nelson, he's ready to rock. Starting lineups in first pitch is right around the corner. Thanks for tuning in to the Marlins On Deck pregame show. I'm Steven Strom. Let's flip the M together, Miami. Marlins baseball. It's next on the Marlins Radio Network.